Hello student, I am Tanmoy Majumder. In this video, I am going to discuss the new product development strategies. So student, once a company has successfully segmented the market, chosen its target customers, identified their needs and determined its market positioning, now they are in a position to develop the new products. Marketers play a key role in the new product process by identifying and evaluating the new product ideas and working with research and development and others in every stage of development. Every company must develop new product because new product development shapes the company's future. Replacements product must be created to maintain or build sales, but customers always want new products and all the competitors will do their best to supply them. Now, a firm can obtain new products in two ways. Number one, through acquisition. Acquisition can take three forms. The company can buy other companies, it can acquire patents from other companies, or it can buy a license or franchises from other company. For example, Coca-Cola acquired Thumbs Ups, a soft drink brand owned by Parle, to increase its market share in India. Another example is Hindustan Unilever Limited, the Indian subsidiary of Unilever, acquired Quality and Milk Food brand of ice cream to increase the market share in the ice cream sector. Now, the second way is the firm's own new product development efforts. The firm can develop new products in its own laboratories, or they can contract with independent researchers or new product development firms to develop a specific new products. They can make original products, or they may go for product improvements or product modifications, or they can bring the new brands in the market. Now I am going to discuss the new product development process. As you know, the product is anything that can be offered to the market for attention, acquisition, use or consumptions to satisfy the customer needs and wants. So, to create the successful new products, a company must understand its consumer markets and competitors and develop the products that deliver the superior value to the customers. It must carry out the strong new product planning and set up the systematic customer driven new product development process for finding and growing new products. So here each and every company should remember one thing: when they are producing or delivering any product, that products are creating any value to the customers or not. That question is very important to each and every marketer. And another thing is very important: when they create a new product, they should try to satisfy the customer needs, wants and demand. That is the most important things of each and every marketer when they are basically going to plan for the development of a new product. And here customer driven product development process is actually highlighting the needs, wants and demand of the customer. Now, many companies assign the responsibilities for new product development to the product managers. But product managers are often so busy managing existing lines that they give the little thought to the new products rather than the line extension. They also lack the specific skills and knowledge needed to develop the new products. So realizing this matter, most of the companies has established the high level management committee, and they are being charged with reviewing and approving the proposals of the new product. But most of the large companies often establish a department headed by a manager who has substantial authority and access to top management. The department's major responsibilities include generating and screening the new ideas, working with the research and development department, and carrying out field testing and commercialization. Now, it is a very long and crucial challenges for any marketing manager to create the new product or develop the new product. It will go through with the 8 stages. First is idea generation, second is idea screening, third is concept development and testing, fourth is marketing strategy development, Fifth is business analysis. Sixth is product development. Seventh is market testing. And point number 8 is commercialization. Now I will discuss each and every step thoroughly in details. First is idea generation. The new product development process starts with the search for ideas. Some marketing experts believe the greatest opportunities and highest leverage with new products are found by uncovering the best possible set of unmet customer needs or technological innovation. New product ideas can come from interacting with various groups and using the creativity generating techniques. Also, the new product ideas come from the different sources. We can divide that sources in an internal and external. By using the internal sources, the company can find the new ideas through formal research and development. It is the department where the company's researchers or developers are involved to create the new upgraded and innovative product. Point number 2 is top management. Top management can be the another major source of ideas. Some companies took personal responsibilities for technological innovations in their companies. Some companies believe the senior management's roles is to create an environment that encourages business managers to take risks and create the new growth opportunities. Top managers should define the product and market scope and the new product's objective. They should state how much effort should be devoted to developing breakthrough products or modifying existing products or also copying competitors' products. Point number 3 is employees. Companies can pick the brain of its employees from the executive to scientists, engineers, and manufacturing staff to salespeople. They are most important internal sources of the company to generate idea. Successful companies have established a company culture that encourages every employee to seek new ways of improving production, products, and services. In this regard, I just give one example. The Toyota company claims its employees submit 2 million ideas annually. So about 35 suggestions per employees. So it has been seen that over 85% of which are implemented by Toyota company, and they have got huge responses from the customers. Next is external idea sources. Number 1 is customers. The marketing concept holds that customer needs and wants are the logical place to start the search for ideas. The highest percentage of ideas for new industrial products originate with customers. Technical companies can learn a great deal by studying their lead users, those customers who make the most advanced use of the company's products and who recognize the needs for improvements before other customers do. Many of the best ideas come from asking customers to describe their problems with current products. And I personally believe that perhaps the most important source of new product ideas are customers themselves. The company can analyze customer questions and complaints to find the new products that better solves consumer problems. Or they can invite the customer to share some suggestions and ideas to get the new ideas of the product. Next is competitors. Competitors are another source. Companies can watch the competitors' ads to get clues about their new products. They buy competitors' new products, take them apart to see how they work, analyze their sales, and decide whether they should bring out a new product of their own or not. Companies can also find good ideas by researching their competitors' product and services. They can find out what customers like and dislike in their competitors' products. And this analysis is very important at the time of idea generation. Next important sources are the channel members. The all channel members like distributors, suppliers, sales representatives, etc. Distributors are close to the market and can pass long informations about customers' problems and new product possibilities. Suppliers can tell the company about the new concept, techniques, and materials that can be used to develop the new products. Now, in the present context of the market, we see most of the companies train and reward sales representatives, distributors, and dealers for finding the new ideas. Now, last but not the least, new product ideas can come from other sources as well. It includes inventors, patent attorneys, university and commercial laboratories, industrial consultant, advertising agencies, marketing research firms, and industrial publications, and so many other sources. So you can see the informations can come from so many different sources, but receiving, analyzing, and implementing that information is the most vital task of any marketing manager. The next step of the product development is idea screening. The purpose of the idea screening is to reduce the large number of ideas which have collected and stored in the stage of idea generation. The idea screening helps to spot the good ideas and drop the poor ones as soon as possible. Product development costs rise generally in later stage, so the company wants to go ahead only with those product ideas that will turn into the profitable products. In screening ideas, the company must avoid two types of error. First one is a drop error. A drop error occurs when the company dismisses a good ideas. And second one is a go error. A go error occurs when the company permits a poor idea to move into development and commercialization. Many companies requires their executive to write up the new product idea in a standard format that can be reviewed by the new product committee. The write-up describes the product or the service, the proposed customer value proposition, the target market, and the competitors. It makes some rough estimates of marketing size, product price, development time and cost, manufacturing cost, and rate of return. The committee then evaluates the idea against a set of general criteria. These general criteria are basically the marketing framework or some questions. These are: does the product meet the consumer need? Would it offer the superior value? Does the product can be distinctively advertised? Does the company have the necessary know-how and capital? Will the new product deliver the expected sales volume, sales growth, and profit? So the company should be able to answer yes to all the questions before developing the new product idea further. The third stage of the product development is to concept development and testing. So what is concept development? A product concept is an elaborated versions of the idea expressed in the consumer terms. So the perceived value regarding the product is most important context in the concept development. It means how the consumer perceive the product. On the other hand, the product idea is a possible product the company might offer to the market. So, suppose a large food processing company gets the idea of producing a powder to add to a milk to increase its nutritional value and taste. Now, this is the product idea. But when consumers are purchasing this product, they are not basically purchasing the product idea. They are purchasing the product concept. So in case of product concept, the first questions will come: who will use this product? Now here the user may be a infant, maybe a children, maybe a teenagers, or young or middle age adults, or older adults. Obviously the second questions will come: what primary benefit should this product provide? It may be taste, nutrition, refreshment, or energy. And obviously third questions will come: when will people consume these drinks? Breakfast or mid-morning, lunch or mid-afternoon, dinner or late evening? By answering these questions, a company can form the several concepts. So the concept development is nothing but the answering a different questions which are actually related to the customer satisfaction. So definitely the customer satisfaction is most important terms when we are developing the concept. So here the questions will come: who is the customer, when they will consume this product, and obviously what kind of benefits we are going to provide with the product. Now next is concept testing. Concept testing involves presenting the product concept to appropriate target consumers and getting their reaction. The concept can be presented symbolically or physically. However, the more the tested concept resembles the final product or experience, the more dependable concept testing is. In the past, creating physical prototype was costly and time consuming, but in the present era, computer-aided design and manufacturing programs have changed all that. Today's firms can design alternative physical products, for example, small appliances or toys or any demo versions of the product on a computer, and then produce the plastic models or any demo versions of each product. Potential consumer can view the plastic models or the demo versions and give their reaction. In this stage, we measure the consumer preferences for alternative product concept. So here, the conjoint analysis is one analysis which helps to driving the utility value that consumers attach to varying levels of the product's attributes. Here the marketers are basically from the different hypothetical offers and combining varying levels of the attributes. So they want to get the responses from the consumers which particular varying level of attributes are most appealing. So by getting the informations from the consumers, the marketers are now estimate market share and profit the company might realize. After testing the new product, manager must develop a preliminary marketing strategy plan for introducing the new product into the market. The plan consists of the three parts. The first part describes the target market size, structure, and behavior, the planned product positioning and the sales, the market share, and profit goals sought in the first few years. The second part outlines the planned price distribution strategy and marketing budget for the first year. And the third part of the marketing strategy plan describes the long run sales and profit goals and marketing mix strategy over time. After management develops the product concept, now they need to prepare the sales, cost, and profit projections to determine whether they satisfied the company's objectives or not. And if they do, the product concept can move to the product development stage. So in the business analysis stage, manager has to estimate the total sales, and also they should estimate the cost and profits of the product. Now manager has to estimate the total sales. So manager need to estimate whether sales will be high enough to yield a satisfactory profit or not. So total estimated sales are the sum of the estimated first time sales, replacement sales, and repeat sales. Sales estimation methods depend on whether the product is one time purchase such as engagement ring, or an infrequent purchased product such as automobile, toasters, or any industrial equipment, or frequently purchased product like any kind of consumer non-durables such as daily commodities or industrial different kind of non-durables product. For one-time purchase products, we see sales rises at the beginning, peak, and later approach zero as the number of the potential buyer is exhausted. So if new buyers keep entering in the market, then the curve will never go down to the zero. In case of infrequent purchase product, we see the replacement cycle or replacement purchase. Means here the product may be changing their styles, features, or performance, and the buyers are again purchase this product, and curve will not go down to zero. So in case of frequently purchased product, the number of the first time buyers initially increases and then decreases as fewer buyers are left. But here we notice the repeat purchases occur soon, providing that the product satisfied some buyers. For frequently purchased new product, the seller has to estimate the repeat sales as well as first time sales. A high rate of repeat purchasing means the customers are very much satisfied. Sales are likely to stay high even after all first time purchases take place. The seller should note the percentage of the repeat purchases that take place in each repeat purchases class. That means those who rebuy once, twice, three-wise times, and so on. So now after preparing the sales forecast, management has to estimate the expected cost and profit. Costs are estimated by the research and development, manufacturing, marketing, and finance department. The company should project the 5 years cash flow statements where they can estimate the sales revenue, cost of goods sold, gross margin, development cost, marketing cost, Also, the allocated overhead, gross contributions, and so many others like supplementary contribution, net contributions, or discounted contributions, or cumulative discounted cash flow. Company can also do the break-even analysis where the management estimates how many units of the product the company would have to sell to break even with a given price and cost structure. If the management believes sales could easily reach the break-even number, it is likely to move the project into the product development. Next stage is product development. At this stage, the company will determine whether the product idea can be translated into a technically and commercially feasible product. In that stage, the research and development engineering to develop into the physical product. The research and development department will develop one or more physical versions of the product concept. The research and development department hopes to design a prototype that will satisfy the customers and that can be produced quickly and at budgeted cost. Often, products undergo the rigorous tests to make sure that they perform safely and effectively, and consumer will find value within the product. So after management is satisfied with functional and psychological performance, the product is now ready to be dressed up with a brand name and packaging and put to the market test. There are basically two types of market testing. One is consumer goods market testing, another is business goods market testing. In testing consumer products, the company seeks to estimate four variables: trial, fast repeat, adoptions, and purchase frequency. The company hopes to find all these variables at high levels. Now I am going to discuss the major methods of consumer goods market testing. In sales wave research, consumers who initially try the product at no cost are reoffered the product or competitor's product at slightly reduced prices. They might be reoffered the product as many as 3 to 5 times like a sales wave. Now the company notices how many customers selected that company's product again and their reported level of satisfaction. Next is simulated test marketing. In simulated test marketing, they are basically selecting 30 to 40 qualified shoppers and they are basically asking about the brand familiarities and preferences in the specified product categories. These people are then invited to brief screening of both well-known and new commercials or print ads. One ad advertises the new product, but it is not singled out for attention. Consumers receive a small amount of money and are invited into a store where they may buy any items. The company notes how many consumers buy the new brand and competing brands. This provides a measure of the ad's relative effectiveness against the competing ads in stimulating trial. Consumers are asked the reason for their purchases or non-purchases. Those who did not buy the new brand are given a free sample, and some weeks later, they are re-interviewed by phone to determine product attitudes, usage, satisfaction, and repurchase intentions, and are offered an opportunity to repurchase any products. Next is control test marketing. In this method, a research firm manages a panel of stores that will carry new products for a fee. The company with the new product specifies the number of stores and geographic locations it wants to test. The research firm delivers the products to the participating stores and controls shelf positions, number of facing, displays, and point of purchase promotions and pricing. Sales results can be measured through electronic scanner at the checkout. The company can also evaluate the impact of the local advertising and promotions during the test. Finally, the test markets. It is the ultimate way to test a new consumer product is to put it into full-blown test markets. The company chooses a few representative cities and the sales force tries to sell the trade on carrying the product and giving it good shelf exposure. The company puts on a full advertising and promotion campaign in these markets similar to the one that it uses in national marketing. Next is business goods market testing. Expensive industrial goods and new technologies will normally undergo the alpha testing, which is conducting within the company. and beta testing, which is basically conducting with outside the customers. During the beta testing, the vendor's technical people observes how test consumers use the product. The vendor can also observe how much value the equipment adds to the customer's operations as a clue to subsequent pricing. The vendor will ask the test customers to express their purchase intentions and other reactions after the test. The second common test methods for business goods is to introduce the new product at trade shows. Trade shows draw a large number of buyers who view many new products in a few concentrated days. The vendor can observe how much interest buyers show in the new product and how they react to various features and terms and how many express purchase intentions or place orders. The third test methods for industrial products is displaying the products in the distributors or dealers rooms where they may stand next to the manufacturers or other products and possibly the competitors' product. Finally, we have reached in the last stage of the product development process, and that is called commercialization. Test marketing gives management the information needed to make a final decision about whether to launch the new product. If the company goes ahead with commercialization, introducing the new product into the market, it will face high cost. The company may need to build or rent a manufacturing facility, and in the case of major new consumer product, it may spend hundreds of millions of dollars for advertising, sales promotions and other marketing efforts in the first year. Next important thing is the company launching a new product must first decide on introduction's timing. Another thing is very important, that is the company must decide where to launch a new product in a single locations, regions, the national market or the international market. And sometimes it has been noticed that some companies, however, may quickly introduce new models into the full national market. Companies with international distribution system may introduce new products through swift global rollout. We have seen Microsoft did this with its Windows 7 operating system, using a mammoth advertising to launch the operating system and simultaneously in more than 30 markets worldwide. And finally, I will say the company must develop an action plan for introducing the new product into the rollout markets. That's it.